Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For today's recipe, I'm going to be making a healthier version of the classic oatmeal raisin cookie. I say healthier and not entirely healthy because I'm just swapping a couple of ingredients for healthier options. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do so. I post every Mondays and Thursdays. Keep on watching for the recipe, and now let's get baking. So first thing first, guys, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's start with the dry ingredients first, as always, and for that I'm going to be using this organic whole wheat flour, and it has more whole grains in it, so it's definitely more healthier. And I'm going to use 1.5 cups of this, so that's the first 1 cup, and then half a cup. Then we have 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda. And guys, make sure to measure all of your ingredients properly with measuring spoons and measuring cups. Then I have my cinnamon here, and the cinnamon is also 1.5, so that's 1 teaspoon first. And then I have my half a teaspoon of salt, and then we need just 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. And then with a fork, you just want to mix all of this up, and our dry ingredients are all done. And now I'm going to move on to my wet ingredients. I'm just going to set this aside. Now onto the wet ingredients. I have 1 cup of butter here. I know this is not the healthy part, this is the unhealthy part. And to this I'm going to add 1.5 cups of brown sugar. We're not using any granulated sugar for this recipe. And then with a hand mixer or a stand mixer, whatever you guys have, you just want to beat everything up and cream the butter and sugar together. And you want to start the beater on low speed first, and then gradually you want to increase the speed. So I beat the butter and the brown sugar for exactly 3 minutes, guys, and that's what you want to do to add that creaminess and the butter and the sugar to really get incorporated well together. Then you're gonna add in your vanilla extract, and I'm using 2 teaspoons. I'm also going to break both of my eggs inside here just to beat everything together. And then just mix all of this up really well for at least about a minute, I would say. So after a minute, this is what your mixture is going to look like. So now that my wet ingredients are ready, I'm going to gradually add in my dry ingredients. And then on low speed, you want to mix this up for another minute, making sure that all of our dry and wet ingredients have incorporated well together. So this is the mixture with the dry and wet ingredients, and now time for our add-ins. So guys, now I'm going to add in 3 cups of quick oats. Make sure they are quick oats. And you want to add all of this in. And then again on low speed, you want to mix all of your ingredients up. So this is my mixture with the oatmeal. So guys, now for my add-ins, I'm adding about a cup of raisins here. And if you want to add in chocolate chips or walnuts or any type of other nuts, you can do that. Just make sure that your add-ins do not exceed 2 cups or more. And then again on low speed, I'm just going to mix this up one final time. Remove any mixture from your whisks again, because it will get stuck. And then our cookie batter is all done, and now let's get on to baking these. Now let's shape our cookies, and I have my cookie scoop here that I'm going to use, but you can use about a little over a tablespoon or something to shape these cookies. And then you want to just take it in your hands and just roll it out just like that. And I already put parchment paper on my cookie baking tray. And to keep the parchment paper down, I just put little bits of the cookie dough on the edges so that the parchment paper can really just stick down. So that's my little trick for today. And then place them 6 feet apart. Just kidding. But you do want them to kind of social distance from each other so that when they bake, they don't like get stuck together. So go ahead and shape these up. And they may not all be the same exact perfect size, but that's completely fine. I'm just going to put these in the fridge for just 10 to 15 minutes so that they can cool and the butter can harden, and then I will put it in the oven. So I put my cookies in the oven and they're going to bake for about 10 to 12 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, as we said earlier. So this is what your cookies will look like after 10 to 12 minutes baking in the oven. And I'm just going to let these cool on the same baking tray for like 5 minutes. And then I'm going to remove them onto a cooling rack. And now I'm going to continue baking the rest of my cookie batches. So here are all of my oatmeal raisin cookies, you guys. Look how pretty these look. You can see the textures, the little bit of raisins, the oats. These look wonderful. I can't wait to try them. And now I'm just going to do a quick taste test for you guys. So I'll meet you in the taste testing part. So let's do a quick taste testing, guys. It's not much today, just a little cookie. So here is my beautiful oatmeal raisin cookie. You can see the oats that we added. It looks nice and textured. I'm just smelling it because it just smells like cinnamon heaven. Even though I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, in this cookie it's just perfect. So let's try it. I'm just gonna break it for you first. And look at that. It's nice and chewy, nice and soft. Oh my god. I need a moment. So perfect. It's so buttery, guys. Oh, this is such a perfect cookie. It's very, very textured with the oats, but then you also taste that whole grain, organic whole wheat flour. You get the textures of it. And then that little sweet raisin. It's such a perfect cookie. And look at the bottom of it. Perfectly golden and brown. All I need is a cold glass of milk and I'm set. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed today's recipe, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of your support and thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, guys.